Thursdays. Daily Brexit, yes, coming up soon.
Daily Brexit.
Hey folks! Hey folks, indeed, yes, indeed. Right, okay. Simulcasting again on YouTube and Facebook. So just setting that up, and the show actually starting a few minutes late today, probably about 5 minutes past 7. 5 minutes past 6. So yeah, see you then. I'm just going to set up Facebook 2. And to do that, I need to start the stream for there too. Blimey, I'll tell you what, yeah, it's a bit more complex now in the land of Daily Brexit. And that should start streaming, and it is. So, blimey. It's grabbing a preview. I'll grab my folks in Discord in a sec, and going live on Facebook now too. Right, so I will take that URL. This is what I should have done before the top of the hour, but I didn't. So I'm doing it now. And that is the feed on Facebook and the feed before the top of the hour, YouTube, but I didn't. And so feedback too. I'm doing it now. Good. Right. Excellent. We are... Oh, blimey. Hold on. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Right. Good. Oh, stress. Hello. What's going on? Oh, blimey. Right. It's not really a tech run through today, but it's still a bit chaotic. 1, 2, da di da da. Oh. Oh, seems to be working. Hello. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we'll be right with you. Hold on. Daily Brexit, live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Daily Brexit, coming up shortly.
Live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m.
Live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Daily Brexit, yes, coming up soon.
Daily Brexit. Actually, it says 5 in this thing, doesn't it? But it's actually 6. 6, coming at the top of the hour. Daily Brexit. One, two, da di da da. Oh. Oh, seems to be working. Hello. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we'll be right with you. Hold on. Daily Brexit, live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Daily Brexit, coming up shortly.
Live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m.
Live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Daily Brexit, yes, coming up soon.
Daily Brexit. Actually, it says 5 in this thing, doesn't it? But it's actually 6. 6, coming at the top of the hour. Daily Brexit.
Right, all of you on Facebook, you should be on YouTube. I'm just saying. Right. Now go over.
1, 2, da di da da. Oh. Oh.
I can see you.
Working.
Yeah.
Hello.
Name shamed.
Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we'll be right with you. Hold on. Daily Brexit, live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Daily Brexit, coming up shortly.
Live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m.
Live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Daily Brexit, yes, coming up shortly.
Daily Brexit. Actually, it says 5 in this thing, doesn't it? But it's actually 6. 6, coming at the top of the hour. Daily Brexit. One, two, da di da da. Oh. Oh, seems to be working. Hello.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. We'll be right with you. Hold on.
Daily Brexit, live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Daily Brexit, coming up shortly.
Live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m.
Live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Daily Brexit, yes, coming up soon.
Daily Brexit.
Yeah, they've got it right on YouTube. Yeah, they're over there.
Actually,
yeah.
It says 5 in this thing, doesn't it? But it's actually 6.
6:05.
Coming at the top of the hour.
Blimey.
Daily Brexit.
Hold on. Oh, no. Hold on. What's going on there? Oh. Chaos.
1, 2, da di da da. Oh. Oh. Seems to be working. Hello. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. We'll be right with you. Hold on.
Daily Brexit, live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Daily Brexit, coming up shortly.
Live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m.
Live at 5, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Daily Brexit.
Oh, blimey. It's coming up in about a minute, folks.
Soon.
Daily Brexit.
Right.
Actually, it says 5 in this thing, doesn't it? But it's actually 6. 6. Coming at the top of the hour. Daily Brexit.
Oh, blimey. Hold on. Oh. Look at that. I'm getting a bit of echo there. Bit of echo. Yeah. Hey, folks. You know, that's just not good enough. I'm sorry, that's very annoying. I'm going to try that again, yeah. I don't know what's going on with that thing. Couldn't initialize digital output for the selected device using previously selected one. What is this? Jingle palette error. What is this? What is this? I don't know. Can I do this? You know what it is. I'm going to do this quickly. I apologize. I know this is really dull, but I want to do this because I've been playing around with various different... that's it. I've been playing around with various different things on this machine to get this to work on YouTube as well as Facebook at the same time. And I reckon that, yeah. Now that should be better. Let's try this. Okay. Well, hey. Gotta get this show working properly. Right. And nobody's on Discord. Nobody is on Discord. I haven't got any guests today yet, so do us a favor and call in, for God's sake. gov.ly/rant. You need Discord, yeah? So welcome to the Daily Brexit, holding democracy to account, fighting for self-determination, and exposing plutocracy. I'm Olly Connelly. Thanks for turning up. And now, REMOANAZIS. Bloody REMOANAZIS. $1 million quids worth of anti-democracy, yeah, that, and a bloody Subaru and all that bloody lot. Now, come on, Gov.ly rant, yeah? Gov.ly rant. Let's have a bloody rant. And I'll see you in the comments. And you must excuse me, yeah, I've got 2 lots of comments at the moment, haven't I? Because some of you folks haven't come over to YouTube from Facebook. Please, you can share the show, like the post, like the page itself for news and show updates. Let folks know that we're talking, we're watching, we're thinking, we are active. I'm bloody annoyed. Oh, no, you know what? I forgot my coffers in the microwave. I hope somebody calls in, then I can go and get my coffee. Right. Yeah. Good. Okay. I don't know. I suppose I will change this intro sometime. At least get the time right. Okay, nobody's called in on Discord, which is most disappointing. That's the first time that's happened in I don't know how long, which is really pathetic, I've got to say. But nonetheless, chaos reigns, as Chris Rumbold correctly points out. And good evening, everybody, on YouTube. Nigel Brown, good evening. Ollie, pilgrims, peasants, and dragons. Not sure about the flat earthers, though. Nigel, good evening. And yeah, hi, everyone. And over on Facebook, blimey, I tell you what, this is confusing, isn't it? It says that this live video has ended. It says this live video has ended. Has this live video ended? It's showing Enoch Powell now from Leave EU on my screen. I don't know what's going on there. Hold on, oh, blimey. Does that mean I've got to set it up with Facebook again? What a pain. Hold on a sec. Let me quickly go to the page and see. Maybe somebody can let me know on YouTube if you can see whether or not it's working on Facebook. The problem is, yeah, I'm acutely aware that the R was live. Yeah, okay, so it has. It's crashed for whatever reason. Okay, I'll set up a new feed there on Facebook. That won't take a sec. And what a pain. I apologize, people, but I want to get this right, yeah. I want to get this right because it would be nice to be able to simulcast, and it worked yesterday. It did work yesterday. So, title take 2. Daily Brexit. And the Daily Brexit, which is probably more accurate at the moment. And I've got a stream key, which I can put into my OBS studio thing, streaming software, which is so excellent. Yeah, so let me do that. This is a palaver. I apologize. I obviously need a studio producer. I don't have one. That's me. And now I'm trying to simulcast. So, and then I will get to the news and we will see what's going on with this £1 million, yeah. This £1 million campaign to prevent democracy. Are we not suitably disgusted by this? Yeah. I'm hoping some folks are going to call in. Nobody has called in on Discord. I don't know whether that's something to do with my client is playing up today. There. Anyway, Facebook is pulling the stream. Let's have another go. On Facebook. Go live on Facebook. And we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, fine. Right. Okay. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the world of fake stream. Yeah, look at this. Mail Online. I mean, this is my top story, really, because I'm just so fed up of this. Remainer groups launch £1 million drive to stop Brexit by forcing second referendum as negotiations reach crucial phase. Let me see if I can pull this on the screen so you can see it. Here we go. That's it. I can also put it on the Facebook page. There you go. You can see it too. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Something's working on the Daily Chaos. Yes. 9 Remain groups have joined forces, according to the Daily Mail, to demand a second Brexit referendum. The new campaign is backed by £1 million in funding to try and stop Brexit. The cross-party push fronted by Tory Anna Soubry, who got a majority, she got what, 337 votes or 357 vote majority at the election, and Labour's Chuka Amuna. Yeah. Okay, hold on a sec. I've got Chris Ford saying my audio, or the audio for the show generally, is very low. It should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Let me know if it's. In fact, I think it should be high, if anything. It seems to me, looking at the, looking at the studio. Yeah. Okay. Right. So fine. Right. Let me know if that's a problem. I better quickly pop into the comments. Yeah. See if folks can see. Okay. On Facebook, Yeah, you should be on YouTube, but anyway, you're watching on Facebook. Yeah, I don't know why the stream went down. No idea. It appears to be healthy now. Of course, I am simulcasting. That's why there's no video, at least of me on Facebook, because what a relief. But also because obviously all the extra data packets or whatever takes up space. And so anyway, it says video ended on fascist book, says Nigel Brand. Yeah, no. So we've sorted that out now. Can't find your live show on Facebook. Anthony McCann, it's there now. But you're obviously here on our YouTube, which is much better. I sorted out a couple of pretty links, simple links to remember if you want. gov.ly, guv.li/rant is to call into the show, of course. Show is to come to the show on YouTube, or you can go to YT /YT gov.ly GUV, not OV .li / FB for Facebook, for the Facebook page, or YT for YouTube. Anyway, there you go. All right, all good on my YouTube. Looks and sounds okay. Love, says Amanda Thompson. Thank you, long game loaded. All right, brilliant. Okay, so this story, which apparently nobody wants to talk about, apart from, yes, Anthony Stevenson does. Okay, we pull him into the show, and I'll read you a bit more about this story, which has got my goat. A £1 million campaign to stop Brexit by forcing a second referendum will be launched this weekend. Dubbed the People's Vote, the campaign brings together 9 different Remain groups and MPs from across the political divide. Tory Anna Soubry and Labour's Chuka Amuna are figureheads of the new campaign, which was revealed today by The Telegraph. I wonder who's behind it, though, huh? I wonder who's behind it. Anthony Stevenson, McCann, sir. Thanks for popping by.
Hello, Ollie.
Are you aware of this story? I mean, no surprise, sure, but £1 million. We knew that Soros was investing something like, well, certainly several £100,000 or so. He was. What do you think about this?
Well, I don't understand why it takes money to bring groups together. You know, it's ridiculous. If all the people that don't want this to happen, all our groups come together, then, you know, they'd have a fight on their hands. You know, just all meet up in one place, one time, and show, look, the country will not take this. We'll bring the country to its knees. We'll stop everything. Block the streets.
Civil disobedience. I agree with you. I think that's what it will have to come to, personally.
But it's not going to work until we all pull together.
Yes.
You know, and everybody at one place, one time, no matter what group you're from, you know, showing that that's it, we've had enough. Until that happens, nothing will change. And the other side's organised. They've got money behind them. So we're on the back foot to start off with. You know, so we've really got to do something and got to pull it out of the hat to make a difference.
You're absolutely right. We got Barbara Sherritt here as well. Barbara, what would you like to say?
Yeah, I just put in the YouTube chat about it was a while back now. The Jacob Rees-Mogg said that Brexit can't be stopped because thanks to Gina Miller, it's now been written into law.
That's right. It can't be easily stopped, that's for sure. You would think. But on the other hand, there does seem to be, at the very least, what we are seeing with this transition. That is an extension. That isn't Brexit, is it? That's an extension. Surely Article 50 allowed for a transition, the 2 years. And I just wonder if that transition isn't going to be extended and other. Well, I mean, you know the arguments, no?
Yeah.
Barbara.
At the end of the day, we're still talking about it. It's ridiculous.
It is.
You know, going into it first place was treason. So I don't understand what all this problem is. You know, you repeal the 1972 Act, which was basically giving European law higher status than British common law in Britain. Basic treason. I don't understand why we've got these problems.
I agree. We shouldn't be talking about it anymore. We should just be getting on with it.
Yeah, but it's not going to work until everyone comes together. Everyone could talk about it as much as they want. But the other side are organised. They've got money on their side.
They do.
No, so what do you do about that?
They've got the entire establishment on their side. They've got the whole of plutocracy on their side.
That's why a few thousand people here and a few thousand people there can be shut down. But if you come together in the millions, what they're going to do? They can't arrest you all, can they?
No. If civil disobedience was carried out in a responsible way, which I believe it could be, then I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Awesome, no?
Yeah, it would be. It would be something to be written in history, wouldn't it?
Arch Brexiteer, so Bill Cash, yeah. This guy's pretty cool. Chairman of the influential European Scrutiny Committee accused the group of defying the referendum. He told the paper they're completely defying the British people who made the decision, which was given to them by Parliament itself. The latest polling says 65% of the British people do not want a second referendum. They are living in a parallel universe. Unveiling the campaign, James McGrory, the executive director of Open Britain, said the various pro-European groups have never hidden the fact that their co-location in Millbank Tower was a precursor to the launch of a new overarching campaign. We're publicly organising over 300 grassroots events on Saturday and a launch event on Sunday. We're publicly organising over 300 grassroots events on Saturday and a launch event on Sunday. Now compare that to what we're doing, yeah? I mean, you're right, Barbara. We shouldn't have to be doing anything, but we can't take the risk, can we? I mean, we cannot take the risk. We are seeing such a backlash to democracy here.
That's why you need a big enough number that they can't do anything about it. So I mean, they can go after the individuals. They can block people on Facebook. You know, they can shoot people down like Tommy Robinson. You know, it's happening all over. All the stuff that's happening in Speaker's Corner. Why isn't that all over the news as well?
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's us doing something we've done for hundreds of years. You know, when we've had problems, we go to Speaker's Corner. Why isn't that more publicised? It's because it's just their agenda, isn't it? So until the people stop their agenda, we're just going to keep going round and round in circles.
You're totally right. I think so. But, well, I mean, I think...
the people stop their agenda.
Okay.
We're just going to keep going round and round in circles. Who do you think could unite all the groups?
You're totally right. I think so.
There is one person that could unite all the groups?
I think that it's the cause that has to unite us. I'm fed up of the personalities, personally. Don't get me wrong. I think there are some good people that are personalities in this community. Lots. But also, I think that's a distraction. I think that we have to get behind the cause. And I think people have to get behind Brexit because Brexit is a battle in a far, far bigger war. As big a task it is in itself. If we don't achieve Brexit, then this world is absolutely screwed. Just as, frankly, America needs Trump to be a white hat. I don't know, what this deal is he's playing with Russia at the moment, frankly. High brinkmanship or what?
Let me ask you this, Ollie. Do you trust the current government or the next person that could get in, Jeremy Corbyn?
Absolutely not. Not both.
This is it. This is the problem, isn't it? If you can't trust them to give us what we've wanted, what we've asked for, the people have spoke for it. This is what we want. We can't trust them to give us what we want. So why are they still in power? You know, it goes against everything. It stands to be British, to be free. You know, common people speaking for common people.
Okay, let's take a few comments.
I get a bit angry about it.
Good on you, man. Good on you, Anthony. That's what it's for. gov.ly/rant. Yeah, let's rant. Thomas White, Jane, you are so right. Jane Middleton said, when the Syrian war starts, it will be the signal for the snack bars to start attacking us. Be prepared. Pat Netherton, if war starts, I send back every Syrian refugee. Helen Greig, not fit for purpose. I think referring to Parliament, and the next one, not just the governments are Parliament. I mean, Jane Middle, Thomas White, Simon, do you have Discord? If you load Discord, you will find the show on there. Yeah, please. If you want to call in and have a chat, you do need Discord. It's this VoIP thing, which is an alternative to Skype, and much better because we can have a really good interactive chat. Sometimes there's a dozen of us on this thing, sometimes even more, having a chat. Anyway, all letting loose. Simon Dawson, how the bloody hell can I speak on this show? Yeah, Simon. Yeah. Okay, look, I'll tell you what I've got, actually. I've got a little guide which will help. So I will, where is it? There. It is, it's in, it's where I was, probably. Let me get this thing because it's quite useful. There we go. Discord. Right. This is a Discord guide. I will put it at the top of the comments in Facebook, and I'll pin that up there. So you can. That's how you can get in to have chat. And thank you, Thomas White. Yeah, the poison is in Syria is just like it was here in England. A lot of bullshit. We have all seen the white helmets videos of the same children being videoed, being saved from different parts of Syria. And this is all an act. And Trump fell for it because it was children. This is all an act. And England had their part in the act, all to stop Brexit and to hand all our armed forces over to PESCO, which may have changed its name to Unity Forces. If Russia decides to fight back, England will last about 1 month and France the same. We should just leave the EU with no deals and tell Trump to look up more evidence. And if the white helmets have anything to do with it, brush it off. I thought Trump wanted to whip ISIS out when this war would only help ISIS win their war. Thomas, yeah, I think you're so right, mate.
I don't think Trump's fell for it. I think it's a game him and Putin are playing.
I think it's mad that he's trying to attack Russia. Is he working for them in some way, doing a little bit of good, getting his name so people say, yeah, he's actually changing stuff. But then deep down, is he really doing their bidding? They're the puppet masters.
Theresa May gives okay to strike Syria, knowing Russia and China are ready to stop them, says Awake. World War III is here. This is very, very, very serious indeed, this game. I don't know. This is the terrible thing, isn't it? We live in a time where we're aware, because of our being able to converse and, because of whistleblowers, bless them, we're aware of what these people are that run our planet. And we hope that maybe one of them or two of them or some of them are actually on side. But then we kind of like scratch our heads when even the likes of, say, Nigel Farage doesn't bring up the FCO 301048, which is kind of curious, isn't it? But on the other hand, with Trump, say, we hope for the best. And we've seen good signs now. I mean, he seems to have been putting his country first, which is what a leader is supposed to do now. And if all country leaders did that, then it would be a bit less confusing for a start. Yeah. And
I agree.
The problem we have is that we've had so much little boy crying wolf from all of these different governments and administrations around the world in these senior positions like the United States administrations and the UK ones and the French ones and the German ones, all these really dodgy characters running these places successively, serially. We don't know what to believe anymore. We don't know what to believe. This deal with Putin, yeah, we know Putin can be a bastard. Anybody that remembers Chechnya knows that he can be a bastard. He is a bastard, basically. Anybody that thinks that Russian election was fair, well, they're deluded, really. But on the other hand, he has been a counterbalance. So isn't it ironic that we find out? I'm going on a bit of a rant here. Isn't it ironic that we find ourselves in a situation where we actually admire Putin because he's the counterbalance to the terrorist leaders that we elect and what we have in power, the Tony Blairs that should have been hung, and the Bushes, for example.
I also admire him as well because he's not stupid. Why do
It's
you
all
think
very
he keeps
weird. It's a perverse situation where you're left not knowing quite what to believe, but do knowing that the whole thing stinks. And that why the bloody hell should we be talking about World War III with these bastards in charge generally? Why the hell? Us, we don't want that, do we? We don't want that. I'm sure the average Brit doesn't want to have a war with the average German any more than the average German does with the average Spaniard or whatever else. We just want to look out for our cultures. Please, yeah, guess what? And have you bloody globalists get out of the way? You want to have a war? You put on the gloves, you bastards. Sorry. Anyway, I just thought I'd say that. Yeah. Anthony,
I mean,
sir.
has
You've got
Theresa May
to-
even thought about if we went to war with against Russia and Syria, what would the Syrian refugees do who were already in our country?
Listen, what you've got to think more of is Putin's ready. He's already been sending planes over to our borders, seeing how long it takes us to send fighters to get rid of them. You know, he's been testing our waters. He knows our reaction times. He's not daft. He's prepared. And if someone's attacking him, he's going to go back at full force. And it's something that we don't want. The people do not want this. They
No,
do
you're
not
right.
want to go to a war with Russia.
No,
End
you're
of.
right. You're right.
But the only people that can take us into a war with Russia are the people that are supposed to be our elected parties that are supposed to speak for us. But nobody wants war with Russia. No, it just runs
Pat
so deep.
Netherton says Syria is a distraction to wreck Brexit. Bomb Parliament.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be sympathizing with that kind of view, but I think we do, yeah. Because these people are just not looking out for the democratic will of the British people so clearly. And I think there was a vote in Parliament, wasn't there, about Syria under the Cameron administration, and they voted down. And yet Britain still started flying over Syria and bombing things, yeah? Despite that, Cameron got
They don't
drawn in,
speak for the
and now
people.
again, by the looks of it. Sorry, go on, Anthony.
They don't speak for the people.
They don't.
They speak for themselves. They speak for the people that fund them. That's who they speak for. You know, and until we
certainly
get
do.
people in there that actually do speak for the people, it's just going to carry on because they're telling you one thing, but behind closed doors, they're doing completely others. They've got their own plans, their own agendas, and it's just so blatant to see. It's nothing to do with the people.
So they're gearing up for war. We've got war drums anyway. I think we can safely say, without sounding hysterical, that we've got war drums, yeah? And also, they've got this. We're publicly organizing over 300 grassroots events on Saturday and a launch event on Sunday. And that is for this 1 million quid campaign led or figureheaded by that bloody Anna Soubry and that ruddy Chukaramuna, and probably funded by Soros and all Blair's cronies. And the Brexit secretary has been wrestling with civil service. It's just anyway. So they're pincering us, aren't they? They're doing a pincer movement. Yeah, they're doing a pincer movement. We'll see what else is going on in the world of fake stream. There's of course this whole Mueller thing is keeping the pressure on Trump. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Maybe this is part of a chess game for Trump. Well, I'm sure it is. In politics is anyway, isn't it? But maybe, okay, fired FBI director James Comey claims in book that John Kelly said Trump was dishonorable for axing him and threatened to quit chief of, I don't really know why this is the top story. It's just a lot of, you say this, I say that, isn't it? And he did get sacked. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I guess that's rumbling on, yeah? Pressure builds on Ryan to step down now. And this is another part of the jigsaw, isn't it? Look, I think everybody here understands the significance of the United States politics to Brexit, yeah, and vice versa as well to a certain extent. But certainly the former is pretty important. And we do need the support of the President of the United States for Brexit. Imagine if Hillary Clinton had got in, for God's sake. If there is any chance of Trump being bought or being, I don't know what, then this is bad news. This is bad news. But the one thing we're seeing, another part of this jigsaw over there, is that Paul Ryan, the speaker, is going to quit now. He reckons going to go in a private life for a while, so he's stepping down as speaker. That they are almost trying to wreck the midterm elections, the Republican part, the GOP. It seems. It seems to me they have been ever since Trump got in, basically, with the likes of McCann trying to scupper everything and God knows what, and it doesn't seem to have stopped. So that's something also I think we need to keep an eye on. But in the meantime, Trump is apparently polling at about 50% now. Drudge, keep an eye on that. And I think that's probably higher than Obama was at about this time. It's certainly no worse, that's for sure. Facebook, least trusted tech company by a mile. I guess that this is another big story that's going on because not that it's a direct thing for Brexit, but it is affecting us activists, yeah. Pretty much every day, folks are coming on here and telling me how they've been banned or just recently banned on Facebook, or they're banned from groups and so on and so forth. And I put out a post today saying about this simulcasting going on out on YouTube now. And I said the reason I'm doing this is largely because I'm just fed up to the back teeth of Facebook kind of cattle herding us into an echo chamber so that we can't be debating this in a mature way, yeah. With Remainers too, yeah. Anyway, we've had David Wolf pop in, who has got a new show on YouTube himself and on Facebook. I went out on the Daily Brexit page last night. Hive Mind. David Wolf, please turn down your tab, mute your tab, mate, and tell us what you're thinking.
What is it echoing?
A little bit, yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
Facebook is the least trusted tech company by country mile. I don't know. Yeah, you are echoing.
Yeah, you are echoing.
David, you are echoing, mate. I'll put you on server mute while you work that out. While Mark Zuckerberg spent all day yesterday, and I showed some of that tape of Ted Cruz grilling him, and that was fantastic. Full marks on Ted Cruz for that cross-questioning, answering awkward questions about Facebook from his booster seat. Yeah, he had to have a cushion under his ass. Recode published a new poll showing which tech companies are trusted the least when it comes to handling your data, and you can probably guess which company came out the worst, but the data really shows that Facebook is in a league of its own of bad public opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you trust any of them, really? Do you trust any of them? Do you?
I don't know how you can. If you can ask the question, do you trust any of them? I think the answer is for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does for me. Yeah. Donald Trump appears to backtrack on Syria, according to the Bildergraph. As Kremlin says, US-Russia military hotline is active, and he's tweeted, never said when an attack would take place. Well, let's hope that's the case, no? Sir Cliff Richard demands BBC pay for his autobiography cancelled after the coverage of that police raid on his home when they were claiming he was a pedo. I thought that was very curious the way they covered that. I don't know what you guys think. That Cliff Richard, do you remember seeing that? It was a bit like OJ getting busted on the highway, wasn't it? With the helicopter following all the cop cars or whatever. Except this was Cliffy singing, Happy Holiday or something, and getting, I don't know. But yeah, what do you think about that? Did seem to be a bit overzealous, even though he was named allegedly in the Elm guest house guest list from the owner. What's her name? I can't remember her name now. Began with a K. Keezer or something, and she ended up 6 foot under, bless her. I don't know whether that had anything to do with it either. These are stories that we don't get to see much in the press, of course. May prepares Britain to launch assault on Assad, says the Times. A confusion as Trump tweet cast doubt on timing of Syria strikes is their second story. I never said when, not so indie. Trump tweet cast doubt on Syria military action as Russia tensions grow. Oh, David Wolf, I've still got you on mute, haven't I? Sorry, mate. David, what do you think about this Russia business, mate? Syria.
Oh, the Russia business. Well, it's all intertwined now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they seem to have planned it and made it that way. You know, with it being an unjust, illegal war with the Obama presidency going in.
What was it all about? I mean,
rebels.
there was Saudi Arabia funding and backing ISIS, and Qatar were at the same time. They both are giving money to the Clinton Foundation. Qatar, I think, gave them £1 million bung for Bill Clinton's birthday or something, and Saudi Arabia gave him a load.
Yeah.
Isn't that didn't the Logan Act apply? Didn't the Logan Act apply? In the States, they have this thing, the Logan Act, where if you're kind of like Secretary of State, you shouldn't really be taking lots of money from foreign. When they do want to affect your policy in your homeland. That's the Logan Act. It didn't seem to apply to the Clintons. Hillary, anyway. Yeah, David,
Well,
I agree with you.
How many rules did she break? You know, she was disclosing top secret information, you know, top secret tech here, there, and everywhere. She was disclosing top secret information.
She hasn't been charged or sent to jail or anything like a normal person would.
Well, she's one of the
uranium,
dominoes.
Sale to Russia was pretty murky, wasn't it? That doesn't seem to have gained much traction. That story, I don't know. Anyway,
Trust the plan.
if they have a
the plan.
nice big juicy war, then we'll obviously never get to hear about any of this truth. Thomas White, it's already started to stop Brexit with this war in Syria. Thomas White, all-out strike is the only way. They're talking, aren't they, about the importance of amalgamation of armed services more, but that's kind of what's being breathed. Maybe I'm reading into it a bit too much because I'm worried about that, and obviously we're seeing it anyway. But I think I'm seeing a little bit of that. Not outright, let's do this. Nothing as blatant as that, but I think I'm seeing a little bit of softening up the underbelly, using the bloody media as they do. The vote is done. We won. If you don't want to be British, go, says Helen Grieg. Simon Dawson, how the bloody hell can I speak on this show? Okay, we covered that, Simon. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's Facebook. We got a few folks on Facebook, and we got a few folks on YouTube, and just curious. Yeah, it's about twice, or there's about 42 on YouTube, and about 30 on Facebook. Just out of interest, right? Anyway, yeah, and on YouTube. So I'm still getting used to all these tabs. I'm going to get a bigger screen because it's going to help. Yeah, I already corrected the term "fool" to "easily influenced," says the Downliner. Hey, thank you, Downliner, by the way. You know why, sir. He may have good intentions, but when you have lies flying around your own cabinet, who do you believe? I believe Trump, not the deep state, says Barb UK. He's no fool. Trust the plan, says Sylvia Philcox. I hope you guys are right. What is the plan, says Stab Woodcutter.
That's me, Olly Barb UK. That's my name on We the People live stream.
Oh, hey, Barbara. Cool. Okay. Thank you. Right. Okay. I tell you, we got so many monikers between us with these different platforms, and it's confusing.
How many different passwords do we have?
Oh, blimey. Simon Dawson's popped in. Simon, how are you? Not paying attention. All right. Yeah. Good. So Barbara, yeah, okay, right. Are you? So yeah, you're watching on YouTube, not on Facebook.
I am. I'm on the YouTube.
Good. Would you recommend it? Please recommend it to people. We've got to get people moving.
I have subscribed and liked. The more subscriptions you get, the better.
Once you actually get it working, it's a lot better than Facebook.
It's
Why is that?
actually set up more or less the same as, well, it is the same as We the People 24/7 live stream.
You know what? I'm going to have to look at that. It's about bloody time I did go and check out We the People live stream. They're on Facebook, yeah? Oh, sorry, they're on YouTube.
Yeah, We the People 24/7, Patriot Soapbox, but you don't have to put that in. You just put in We the People 24/7.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Anthony, what were you going to say, mate?
I was said I think using YouTube's a lot better than using Facebook. You get a lot less buffering, you know, when they start messing with you. Once you get the comments working, they work brilliant as well. So I do prefer YouTube. I think it works better than Facebook.
I've got a funny story that I've heard about Facebook.
Go on, David.
The CIA, back in the early 2000s, were looking to set up a program called Lifelog, where they use the internet to track people's movements, to track people's likes, track the dislikes, track the political affiliations, you know, track pretty much everything about them. And then, I think it was in 2004, Facebook came and Lifelog shut down.
Huh.
Can you see the
Not
connection there?
You read that as
There are
well,
no-
did you?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't
on
know
a
that.
Q drop.
Mm.
One of the Anons found it.
Yeah, I'm
What's
quite
that-
into my
what's
Q.
that, Barbara?
I do like.
What was that, Barbara? Sorry?
The actual, just a sec. Pentagon kills Lifelog project, which it was going to start on the 4th of the 4th, 04. And when they shut that down, Facebook started on the same date that the Lifelog project was shut down.
On the 4th of the 4th, 04. Does anybody, any numerologists about? I don't know what that means. Anyway,
The 4th
right.
of January, February, 4th of April, 2004. The Pentagon kills Lifelog project. The Pentagon cancelled its so-called Lifelog project in ambitious effort to build a database tracking a person's entire existence. Run by DARPA, the Defense Department's research arm, Lifelog aimed to gather in a single place just about everything an individual says, sees, or does. The phone calls made, the TV shown, watched, the magazines read, the plane tickets bought, the emails sent and received. Out of this seemingly endless ocean of information, computer scientists would plot distinctive routes in the data mapping relationships, memories, events, and experiences. But they were going to start that on the 4th of April 2004, but they shut it down, and that was the day that Facebook started.
Wow.
Because it turned into Facebook, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's what basically.
Yeah.
That's very
There's
interesting.
no coincidences. There's no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason.
Okay, let's take a few comments then. We've got I don't know whether the comments are updating properly on Facebook actually. Oh no, I'm looking at it from the wrong end. From the wrong, am I? Yeah, the wrong end. I'm not sure. Blimey. Okay, hold on. Okay, we'll take some from. Excuse me. Where's my comments gone for? Oh, I know what I've done. Or you must excuse me.
And just whilst we're waiting, what Glenn said yesterday with the direct questions to Ollie, if you put the question marks before the question as well, so it makes it easier for him to read them. Or if you want to actually ask someone a direct question, you use the @ symbol and then put their name. Great way to sort of make the comments easier to read, especially whilst Ollie's trying to present the show.
That's right. So yeah, for example, at Ian Bright, and then he comes up, and then I can say thank you. Right. Okay. Good. But he doesn't highlight. He hasn't highlighted. Why is he not highlighted? Oh, because
I. It will for him. It won't for you.
Oh, okay. All right. Fine. Right. Christine Ford says Facebook is the comfy sofa. YouTube for me is a wooden stool. Facebook is the comfy sofa. YouTube for me is a wooden stool, says Christine Ford.
Well, it's one of those. A lot of people have grown up with, have adapted to the Facebook platform.
YouTube for me is a wooden stool,
says Christine Ford.
You've got echo going on there, yeah? Well, have you got a tab open with the volume up?
Well, volume up to
Dave,
the Facebook platform. No, I don't.
hold on a sec. Let me look at this. I apologise, people. Is it you? Simon?
Well,
I think it is you, David.
Mine is flashing up green when I'm silent.
Yeah,
So...
David Wolf is echoing you, Ollie, says Paul Hughes. Hey, Paul. Good to see you, mate. Right. Ever seen that creepy correlation between 5G and churches in the US? Says the downliner. What's he referring to there, David?
The 5G network is extremely overpowered.
US, says the downliner.
Oh, this echo's doing my nutting.
Yeah, mate, it's coming from you somehow. I'll tell you what.
I've got this directly set up with a headset on, so
now
I'm
listen,
not using my...
something else. I watched a bit of your show last night. You've got to sort out your lighting. Because it looks scary, mate. You look a bit scary.
Well, it's supposed to. We're touching on the deepest, darkest rabbit holes.
Oh, okay. All right.
And plus, I've had numerous death threats, so I'd rather keep my identity hidden.
Yeah. Oh, that's not very nice. What? Where?
I know it's not, but hey.
What, on Facebook or?
On Facebook, on Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of them.
Didn't you know, thou shalt not speak the truth?
Yeah. Thou shalt not criticize Islam.
The downliner says
They're crazy, mad,
the downliner says
fanatic Muslims.
The downliner says church steeples and large crosses they use on the roofs are actually housing cell towers. And yeah, that is the case, isn't it? I have heard that as well. I guess Lifelog was too revealing a name for the agenda, says the downliner. John Middleton, if President Trump is the world leader, therefore NATO and UN belong to him. Aside from not having Commander Data, he does look like Data out of Star Wars, Zuckerberg, checking your messages, the downliner. Nigel Brown, someone on Discord needs to mute their browser. Yeah, that's you, David Wolf. Hitting Syria, says Nigel Brown, is nothing to do with NATO. The UN have not sanctioned it. Another illegal war. Okay. Should we have a look, see what else is going on, folks? And if you do want to call in, gov.ly/rant, please do, on Discord. We'll just see what else is going on in the world of fake stream. And Fury, as the BBC reveals, it will air Enoch Powell's Rivers of Blood speech. According to the Not So Independent, Fury, as the BBC announces, it will air Enoch Powell's Rivers of Blood speech in full. Critics say oration is worst incitement to racial violence in modern Britain. Well, you know what?
He just see what was coming. He could see exactly what people were doing.
Yeah.
Come on now. He was brilliant.
What we saw on Westminster, off the back of that, well, I think was pretty much a river of blood now. I mean, did we not? It was the speech which infamously warned that Britain would face rivers of blood if it did not reduce immigration. Now, 50 years after Shadow Government Minister Enoch Powell was sacked for inciting racial tensions, his speech is to be broadcast on UK radio in full for the first time ever by the BBC. Well, you can get it on YouTube. Stage and Hollywood actor Ian McDonald has voiced the full transcript to be aired on Saturday. Go on, sorry?
I said, why haven't you already seen it? If you know, people should know about the history and know about people like this because what he said was right. You know, people need to wake up. And he said it all them years ago.
Do you think Enoch Powell knew the clergy plan?
That's a good question. I wonder if he did. Quite likely. Quite likely he would have done, I thought. I would have thought quite likely in his case. Anyway, it is an amazing speech. It's worth listening to, and it's very, very well worth debating. If anybody thinks that he says something in it which hasn't come true, well, they haven't been paying attention. They haven't been watching all the terrorist attacks that have been going on in Europe over the last few years, off the back of Schengen and God knows this stupid EU lot. Syria crisis, Trump dials back rhetoric, says The Guardian.
Skripal is still in the news. Novichok used in spy poisoning, chemical weapons, Russians. Yeah.
I thought there was no antidote for that chemical weapon.
No antidote.
The Novichok group
That's
of
right.
chemical
That's what
weapons.
it said, wasn't it? Novichok group of weapons. Really?
Yes, it's not a single. I think there's about 32 different blends or breeds of it.
Okay, what they're saying, according to
So-
The Guardian today, their second story, Novichok used in spy poisoning, chemical weapons, Watchdog confirms the OPCW.
Wrong.
Now, that's the lot that weren't
That's
allowed
wrong.
in, wasn't it? That's the UN.
The OPCW
Right.
haven't said that it was a Novichok. They did not say that it was a Novichok.
Well, that's
They
direct
said it
contribution
was a
to
chemical
this.
weapon.
That's direct.
They're lying.
I'm just looking. The executive summary released by the OPCW does not mention Novichok by name. They've got halfway down this story, but states the results of the analysis of the OPCW designated laboratories of environmental and biomedical samples collected by the OPCW team confirms the findings of the United Kingdom relating to the identity of the toxic chemical that was used in Salisbury and severely injured 3 people. That kind of sounds like they're sitting on the fence.
It
No,
all
it
sounds
says
like,
that
like bullshit to me.
It says that the
Sorry,
British
excuse my
government
language.
I think
says
that's
that
a
the
pretty
British
good way of putting
government
it.
has told the OPC what chemical they used, and it was not a Novichok. And they're trying to cover it up and hush it down.
Because it's all a distraction.
I was under the
It's all
impression
to
that
get us
Paulson
all-
Down had said it wasn't
Concentrate on
Novichok.
something else.
Pardon?
I said it's all a distraction. It's all just to get us
Yeah,
concentrating on
It
something
is.
else.
It is all a distraction.
Come on,
That's right.
all of it. They've got the money, they've got the resources, they've got the manpower. They could do what they want, and they can put out any story they want. You know, chemical attacks in Syria. Come on,
Yeah.
people wake up. You know, they've already been proved in the past that these things have been faked. So why do you think this one's real? You know, it's they're just distracting us,
That's right.
and
That's
everyone's falling for it. Well, not everybody, because there's a lot of people. And tell you the truth, when I first started, there was a hell of a lot less. And now there is a lot of people that believe this same thing and know what is going off. Let's just hope that there's enough of us to make a difference.
Yep, that's right. Another story in The Guardian, somehow related, I think. Alternative Germany deputy apologized for Munster van attack tweet. Beatrix von Storch of far-right party, they say, made mistake in blaming attack on Islamist extremists. Now, the Islamist extremists are probably the real far-right. Anyway, a deputy leader of the far-right party has apologized for falsely blaming a fatal van attack in Munster on Islamist extremists. That was last week, wasn't it? And I thought the same, and I think probably everybody else did, because that tends to be the way it is these days, doesn't it? So why did she have to apologize? I think Merkel needs to apologize again for the fact that it is almost certainly going to be one of these illegal aliens or whatever.
You know what? They should print out the statistics to all these people. Print out statistics, and you will see exactly what's going on in this country. You
Comes
know,
back
because
to
it
Enoch
is
Powell,
all.
doesn't it? He was right. He was
He
right.
was.
And
He
now
was.
we're surprised when it's not an Islamist attack.
Well, the police.
But it's true, though,
did
isn't
the
it?
interview, and the police that did the interview and the police that did the public statement said they were Muslim, that he was a Muslim man. So she shouldn't have had to apologise at all.
In the meantime, yeah.
No,
Again,
shouldn't
it
have.
all fits in. The distraction, and here's the story. The Brexit shock. Brussels cuts UK from EU data only to reveal a huge shortfall left by the divorce. The European Commission Statistics Office has continued its Brexit preparations by creating new data excluding the UK from key figures such as GDP, unemployment, and population, revealing the UK's significance to the bloc. Eurostat said that the figures were made available following users' requests. but they may have unearthed some shocking shortfalls. The agency wrote, following users' requests, Eurostat published on April 10th, 2018 in its database a new aggregate covering the EU 28 without the UK for the most in-demand indicators. You just said that. The figures released by Eurostat show that Britain's exit will create an almost 13% drop in the EU's overall GDP figures. The UK's fourth quarter output in 2017 was 585 billion euros compared to the EU's entire economy offering GDP of 3.9 trillion.
People need to remember how great this country is.
That's right.
You know,
even screwed so far down.
Trade, they need us a lot more than we need them.
They do.
That's
the story. That's the story. Theresa May, and it has been the story for how long? Since referendum day? Theresa May has the whip hand, and all she needs to do is say, "You talk trade or bugger off." Nothing has changed. This, lump sum, you know what? You're talking trade, or you just we're sorting out a trade agreement over here with Donald Trump.
Lump sum. Why are we paying them money? We shouldn't have been took into this in the first place. Why are we paying them money? Why aren't we putting it back into the NHS?
That's right.
No, put it back into the other services.
That's right.
I mean, they're talking about, it's all because we cut the police. That's why. Well, why did you cut the police in the first place? So what
I
you
was
took
discussing this
away from our country, so you can pay some European person to be in charge of our country.
I was discussing this.
It's like they're renting us out.
I was discussing this with a primary school teacher from somewhere quite close to Madrid, Spanish guy. And he said, God, I don't blame you guys at all for wanting to get out. It's ridiculous. All of your infrastructure, all the infrastructure we've got has been paid for by you guys. Like this new AVE thing, the fast train. I mean, they're talking about HS2 in the UK, aren't they? The politicians want to do that or whatever. This thing is basically all over Spain now, all over. Billions and billions and billions of quids worth of this track and these trains are running across Spain from Madrid to Barcelona and down to the coast and down to Seville and up there and over there. I don't know, about 7 tracks or something. It's a big country, yeah? A huge, huge thing. The motorways, all of them built off the back of, again, British, German, Dutch money. Spain hasn't paid a penny. This guy was saying this. He was saying this. And
Ollie,
it's just
in Britain,
an absolute joke. It's an absolute
you
joke.
drive down roads in Britain and there's potholes all over the place.
Yeah, right.
You look, if your car makes it
the
to the bottom of the road.
NHS. He said he knows Britain. This guy's travelled around Europe. He knows what he's talking about. He said the hospitals in Spain are much better than in the UK now. The health service in Spain is way better than it is in the UK. I agree with it. I've seen it. It is better.
They are asset stripping our country.
Disgusting, I'll tell you. Absolutely disgusting. The Brits do not know this. The Brits do not know this. They never get told this on the BBC. They never get told this in the mainstream media, giving equivalents of what everyone has paid, who's paid into what, where the money has gone. We've never seen an audit properly. And nothing has been signed off. No signed off audit at all. Nobody can go to prison, basically, because nobody is culpable for the incorrect manipulation of the figures.
It's all been fed to us drip by drip by drip. Little bit at a time. We'll take a little bit more of your money. We'll take a little bit more of your freedom. We'll take a little bit more of your money. We'll put in some more regulations, little bit. And we will always get in the bum side of the deal.
A lot of people have fell for it. That's why we've got all these other people from the left coming together. Because a lot of people are brainwashed and they haven't got a clue. You speak to them about facts and they look to you all glazy-eyed like, what are you talking about? They haven't got a clue and they don't want to hear it. And that's why you've got Antifa going around attacking people, attacking Tommy Robinson and stuff like that, because they're so brainwashed. They haven't got a clue. It's ridiculous. Why can't you see what's right and what's wrong? Why can't you see what's right in front of you? Look at the facts. If you look at everything logically, you can see what's happening. And I don't understand how these people from the opposite side can just be so narrow-minded. It is ridiculous. It's no common sense in it at all. Let's send them over to a Muslim country. Let them live in a middle of a Muslim country and try and say, "Oh, I'm a Christian," or "I'm this," or "I'm that," and see how long they last. You know, but they want that over here. They want it setting up ghettos and it really
the liberals
gets to me. And
aren't, are they? And they do not understand the definition of liberalism. It's a huge problem that we have. It's like these people that reckon they're liberal, or maybe they're from, I don't know, LGBT community or whatever it is called, excuse me, from whatever. They don't seem to understand that you're dealing with a dogma that really hates you, and you're prescribing that to everybody else. And you've really got to think again about that. We've had Mohammed Fayaz has been on the show here. He ex-Muslim is a show that he came on to talk about, and he was explaining how he converted away from being a Muslim, and he has death threats and all the rest of it, like Dave Wolf was talking about. But in his case, it's because he was trying to get away from a place where, frankly, they're a bit deluded and demented, you know, a lot of them in this faith, and a lot of them are very scared. I've spoken to young Muslims, and I understand, I hear them in what they say and what they don't say sometimes, that they are a bit scared and they can't really speak out.
I feel sorry for them.
I have to say.
I feel sorry for them because they're being used as a tool to cause disruption. In Britain, they're being used as a tool to cause disruption around the world. But the actual top people, in the end, their plan for them is to wipe them all out anyway.
Yeah, but even the everyday Muslim is milking it. They're milking our system. They're milking our way of life. They're taking the piss out of us. So, and they've got so good. They've got so good at playing the victim card. We see them. We're starting to now see them as victims of their own ideology. Come on.
No, I'm saying that the puppet masters, they had this plan for a long time.
Yeah,
they've gone along with it. They've got brainwashed and gone along with it. You know, in a way that does make me kind of feel sorry for them, because they won't listen to common sense and they won't see reasoning. You know, that's why I feel sorry for them.
You should feel sorry for the people that are, following the orders of the Rothschild Bank. All those good men, all of our ancestors that died following the orders of the Rothschild Bank before anybody was even awake to the world. You can't feel sorry for them because they're the one that instigated all this. They're the one that created all of it. You know, that's why you can't feel sorry for them. No, I'm talking about our people that went to war and died because of the orders of the Rothschild Bank.
Hold on, it's a bit of old Trumpy. This is live going on, I think. Or is it? Maybe it isn't. No, maybe it isn't. Is it live? Do you want to watch this? Oh, no, it's not live anyway. No, bugger it. Sorry, Dave.
Well, not sorry.
He's game for a laugh, though, as old Trump. He can be quite funny. China! Right, yeah.
Well, he's having to do it right. You know, he's got the USA had an awful trade deal with China. Absolutely awful. Where China was winning every time. Stealing all the technology, stealing all the manufacturing jobs. And yeah, it had to be addressed. And to do it as aggressively as he did, I don't think he's taken it far enough, but I think there might be more to come.
And most of them think Corbyn is the best thing since sliced bread, says Thomas White. It is quite frightening, isn't it? Votes for 16s. That is my fear. That is still my prediction, folks. It's basically been pretty much the same since the referendum. We will end up with a Labour government, and they will introduce votes for 16s, and there will be another referendum. If in the meantime they haven't managed to stretch out the transition by another couple of years anyway. But I would have thought that that feasibly could all happen within a couple of years. I would have thought. Go on, sorry.
Listen, what's more scary? The fact that he can become Prime Minister, or the fact that there's actually people out there that would put him to be Prime Minister? I think that's more scary over all of it. You know, if he's got that many people that could put him there, it just shows how many people they've got to, and how many people are just got their eyes.
He has lost a lot of his base, I imagine. I don't know what the latest polling is, but I imagine he's lost a lot of his base over this anti-Semitic stuff that's been going on.
But
So-
who he's got links to, and who the like Mayor of London's got links to, he shouldn't have any rate. You know, everyone should be saying that,
I
saying
agree
exactly
with
what
you.
he is.
He shouldn't have any support at all, while people like Sadiq Khan
No,
are in his
none.
party.
Yeah, you know what I mean? None at all.
Sadiq Khan, who thinks that we should tolerate terrorism, that it should be part and parcel. It is part and parcel of living in a big city. That is just not good enough, mate. That is not Blitz spirit.
Yeah, that's not the British way.
Yes. Nigel Brown, someone the other day complained about a sign saying men at work. Quick question. Were there any women working there? No. What's the problem then? Sign is factual. Paul Hart, they done this with the blacks, but used force and violence. Now this. The downliner, no doubt everyone is aware of this, but the BIS, the Bank of Thingy Securities in Switzerland, have their own very capable and very armed police force. I think that Monsanto bought Blackwater, didn't they? They have their own army too, their own mercenary army in their case. I understand it.
Yep.
Stop feeling sorry for them. They certainly don't feel sorry for us, says Honey M, referring to Muslims, I think, who I said, I think they've been suppressed. I don't think that women naturally come out into life, into this wonderful opportunity of a life that we have, and want to be incarcerated in a cloak for their existence. But sure, there's Stockholm syndrome, and I'm sure that people are really bought into their prison terms. And I think it's the case with religion in general. To be honest with you, I've got a lot of respect for faith, but religion is just, what is it really? I mean, it's Jesus. I mean, this Pope, to see this Pope piping up every, about we need more unification and you've got to be more, towards migration, and then he's not sorting out the paedophilia and the Catholic faith. I mean, what is going on? But that's not to slight faith.
Ollie, not just that, mate. Listen, I know a bloke who did a job for a Muslim, and he wasn't, when he went to knock on the door, he wasn't allowed to speak to the woman. He had to go away and wait till the bloke had come round so he could speak to her, so he could speak to him and go do the job. I mean, what kind of religion is good that represses women like that? No, any kind of belief is good that represses women like that? And the fact that there's actually British women out there that are falling for it, and they're if you go and question it, they'll be in your face. You know what I mean? As quick as anything. It's ridiculous.
And we see that kind of violence or intolerance towards Western values at Speaker's Corner. I mean, videos for shooting all around now on social media. Catherine Gladstone, we all know about the Vatican during the end of World War II. Well, Catherine, actually, you know what? I think you should come on and tell us about it. We should do that show. Sam Phipps, the Pope, the last Jesuit Pope, ex-nightclub bouncer, the last Pope stepped down. WTF? Question mark. No idea what that means.
He was forced to step down.
Yeah, it's curious, isn't he? So he's still hanging around, old Benedict. Still hanging around like that guy out of Star Wars who clubbed it in the last, bought it in the last one. Anyway, everybody is armed or protected except us, says Helen Grieg. Maureen Smith, vote for Corbyn. Will be lambs to the slaughter. Never mind wolf in sheep's clothing. Yes, Barbara.
That Trump stream that you looked at, that's live.
No, it was live, but it was live, but very recently, I think. Yeah. What did he say? Anything useful?
I don't know. I'm not listening to you.
Oh, quite right. Bless you.
Hey, Ollie, you're more important to us than Trump. That's a good comment, isn't it?
Oh, it's very, very nice, Barbara, that you actually got on tonight, because normally you come on and your volume doesn't work or whatever. No?
It's better on YouTube.
Is it? But we're using Discord. It's got nothing to do with YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's working. It's working.
So
Finally. It's great.
About Hillary Clinton.
Pardon?
And a video. I was just reading about Hillary Clinton and the video.
What video? She hasn't got a video of her with Trump like that porn star.
And that Huma, whatever her name is.
Huma, abdominals. What about her? What have they got? Video of those two?
They've got the video of the two of them with a young girl, and they've of both of them slicing the skin off her face.
Yeah.
But apparently
What the
it won't be
fuck?
No, hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Whoa. Where is that? And it sounds a bit disgusting, actually. But
It's the I've got it on my page somewhere. Oh no, I don't think
I don't think it's something to play on the show, is it?
no.
Hold on a sec. It's not them, is it? It's people that look like them.
No,
No,
it's one of the deepest, darkest rabbit holes.
Yep.
Why? Okay,
Once
how
you've
long ago
seen
did you know about
Island-
that? I have never heard about this.
I've known it for ages.
Yeah, I've known
Yes.
that they get up to things
Yeah.
like that, but not.
Can you-
I have not seen the visual proof. Well, I've seen one or two cloudy videos that you can only hear the screams and things,
There's
but to see it as a proper
there was
video, I would like.
there
Hold
was
on a sec.
15
We'll come
in
back to this.
CCTV.
Barbara, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this because
Okay.
I want to ask you about this. But yeah, apparently this is live.
That, all
Thank
of
you, Paul.
Great stories. Thank you.
This is old.
I'm very proud
POTUS.
to announce that we're getting along very well with respect to the whole very big negotiation that we're having with China. For many years, our country has been very much taken advantage of. I don't blame China. I blame our representatives, frankly. Too bad we couldn't have done it the other way around. But it didn't work that way. So China is negotiating with us very hard, very long, and we've made a lot of progress for opening it up and for getting rid of those
sorry.
tariffs. And I think you're going to see some tremendous business openings. President
Oh, blimey. He will talk about Russia, won't he? He probably will, but I don't know. Do you want to hear that? Yeah, I mean,
Will China back
I
Russia?
suppose we ought to listen to that, actually. But sorry? Go on.
Will China back Russia?
Well, yeah. They would, wouldn't they?
So
That's the point.
I think
That's
they would.
why it's so ridiculously... just doesn't bear thinking about, does it? This is what Hillary Clinton was talking about doing in the campaign. They had a debate together, she and Trump. Well, they had three, didn't they? And one of them, she's on and she's saying how she wanted to impose a no-fly zone over Syria. And so one Russian jet goes up to, do basically what it's doing, which is clearing out the ISIS lot. And she, as president, would have shot it down. Had she decided that that was a red line crossed, which she said it would be. And Trump said, in riposte to her at that very debate, you've got to be joking. Wouldn't it be better if we were friends with the Russians? I mean, wouldn't it just make more sense?
Oh yeah, of course it would. But at the end of the day, you've got to think
now
about
he's
the people
kind of
that are
talking
causing
along these lines a bit. He's talking along these lines a bit now, though, isn't he?
It was only the deep state that made Russia the enemy.
That
Once we
was
get rid of them,
Mm.
we can all be friends again. It's the deep state that just want war.
But it won't just be Russia. It would be for somebody to let it happen and for us to actually let it happen, because that's what would have to happen. I mean, they're talking about backing him, because if he wants to go in, we've got to agree. Then it gives him more credibility. It's exactly what happened with Tony Blair. We both got to agree to it. But if the people don't agree to it, how can it happen?
Jane Middleton says China will back Russia. Theresa May should have a good think about this. Sam Phipps, listen to You Are Free TV on YouTube. Excellent reporting. Up to the minute. Daily reports. Excellent stuff. Hold on. Yeah, that's Helen. God bless you. Commenting on a video. Sam Phipps, thank you. Yeah, You Are Free TV. Right. I'll tell you what. We're going to ask. I'm going to find out more about that Clinton video. Yeah, we'll try and get a link to that. Let's see if he says
You're going to be so
about
proud
Russia.
of it. We were proud of our country anyway, but now you're going to really be proud of it, because that American spirit is back. It really is back.
Come on.
It's the same spirit that linked our nation with railroads and highways, that dug out the great Panama Canal, and that put a man on the face of the moon.
I love America. Yeah,
America was built by men and women like you who never give in, never give up,
Yeah,
and never ever stop believing in that great American dream. We are the ones who are shaping our own destiny. And you are the ones who are restoring our prosperity. You are the ones who are truly bringing and making America first again. And you are the ones that are taking us to levels that we have never seen before. That's what's happening right now. You're bringing our country
You're ruining my
to
show.
levels that we have never, ever seen before. So I want to thank everybody for being with us
Americans.
today. And
My
God
fellow
bless you all.
armadillos.
God bless America. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, blimey. Did he say anything? Did he say anything? He must have said it earlier. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have cut it off, should I?
No, he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything in that last bit, that's for sure. I don't know whether he did in the.
No,
in the bit
definitely not.
before.
No, the bit I've heard.
Okay, right.
Well, he
so-
wouldn't. He wouldn't stand on. He wouldn't stand on stage and start mouthing off about Russia.
No,
'Cause
he
that's
might
really
have said,
closed door
I don't
sorts of
know,
things.
don't worry, kids. You know, we're talking this through or something. I don't know. Bob UK, who's here actually, have you seen the CCTV screens that were taken on the island? Oh, that's a thing about going on in there. Which island is that? Which island? Not Epstein.
Island.
Epstein? Okay.
Epstein's Island.
What was? I didn't hear anything about CCTV. This is at Lolita Island.
This is from the Q drops. They actually shown these screens from the CCTV, and some of the rooms were called H dining room, and there's like you can't really make them out. Some you can, and there's like the back of two people sat on little stools, and what it looks like is heads on a plate.
Huh.
And there was another room where they do the sacrifices. But that one I was just about to read out about Hillary. It says,
Yes.
The bad video is of Hillary Hoomer and a little girl. They are terrorizing the child. They filleted the face off while she was alive and put it on their face to further terrorize the child. They were deliberately causing the child's body to release adrenochrome into the bloodstream so they could drink the blood when they bled it out.
That's
in
the
their
point, isn't
satanic
it?
ritual
That's the
sacrifice.
point with the satanic. That's the point with the satanic thing. That's why they terrorize them, because they want the adrenaline and then they want to drink their blood.
This is what caused grown men to become extremely sick, and many
heavy
needed
stuff,
to
yeah.
seek out psychological help after viewing it. The perpetrators all need to be hung by the neck until dead. These are very
Worse than that.
psychologically messed up murderers while
Barbara,
demented.
would
and
you
so
please send me the clip, because I want to verify that. That's a very, very strong thing. Don't get me wrong. To be perfectly honest with you, I kind of believe. I do believe that. You know, I do. But
Barbara, can you inbox me?
Nonetheless, if you would, because that's very strong. Yeah, and but I mean, but there have been so many things about. And Epstein is a key in this, and Downline makes one or two interesting points.
The pedestrians.
I've got a few things.
Even the Clintons visited that island on no less than 29 occasions. Bill, one sec, guys, and I'll pull you in. And Glenn Rocky Teal has just joined us too. Bill Clinton was logged as going on, this is official, as going on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet. 26 times, I think it was, logged.
Yeah.
And that was dubbed the Lolita Express for the record. And the Pedo Island, says the Downline, are also interesting. Please call in, Downliner, yeah? They apparently burned down recently. I hadn't heard that. That's a very interesting little point. Barbara?
There was apparently the people that were hired to fill it, like down below the mansion, wherever he's gone. Below it is with all these rooms and sacrifice rooms and the people that were hired to fill it in were white hats, not the white helmets, white hats, good people. And they're the ones that took all the photos and the stuff from the CCTV. So don't know any more about that, whether it did burn down. But I will send you the thing about the video and the one with the CCTV cameras, what they've shown.
Wasn't there some money missing around 9/11? And one of the planes that crashed into the Pentagon,
destroyed the room where all the records were, where all this money had gone missing.
Yeah.
So if you look at everything, you can see exactly what's happening. It's all, you can see what's going off because it's happened before.
Barbara, could you send me that video as well, please?
Who's that?
Direct message me that. It's Glenn, by the way, Barbara.
Oh, yeah, will do, Glenn.
Thank you.
That's Glenn. God bless you, Glenn. What did you want to say, sir?
So I wanted to elaborate a little bit more about the CCTV picture and
thank you.
A couple of the other things
on Epstein's Island, which, according to Downliner, is burning evidence. Perhaps Paul Rees-Ham says apparently that island is burnt out totally. Downliner says due to a recent earthquake.
No, that's false. Fake news.
Okay.
That's
is it?
News. Yeah, there was an earthquake north of the island, but there was a very small tremor that was felt on the island. The fire that they're talking about was about 3-4 years ago, when there was an actual earthquake on there and there was a bit of destruction. But yeah, so that recent post about Epstein's Island recently having an earthquake, blowing up, is on fire. Nothing left of it is complete fake news.
Okay, Downliner points out allegedly. Quite right, allegedly.
Yeah,
it's like trying to get sympathy for him.
It's a lot of everything. It's trying to pull people away from certain information so they don't dig into other bits of information. It's disinformation. That's what it is, and it is required. I'm echoing.
We've got. You're fine actually. You're pretty good.
I'm getting an echo.
Oh, are you? Oh, well, I don't think we are.
Only when you talk.
Carl Stephen, bless you, sir. Go on.
Hello, Glenn. I actually think it's because you.
Carl, it's you.
That's Ollie now.
What? Hold on, I'll mute myself.
Let me speak, please.
Well, I hadn't finished. But come on.
Well, hold on. I'm saying it's echoing when you're on and when Dave was on before, but you two have been made moderators through Ollie's show, so you're echoing through his show. I've been muted all night. It's been echoing while it's been on, so this is the first time I've spoken.
I can't see who's talking.
It's not echoing now. It's fine now.
Better. Can you hear me better now?
Oh, yeah, much better, Carl.
Very good. Yeah. Quite sexy.
But it's echoey again.
Ollie.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's Ollie now. When Ollie talks, it goes echoey.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it's you, Carl.
Oh.
You need to sort the audio out, mate. No.
Hold on. Is it echoey now?
I've just sent you that thing about the video, Glenn.
Excellent. Cheers, Barbara.
Have you sent it to me, Barbara?
Send it to Ollie as well.
Please do. Thank you.
To Ollie's chamber.
Yes, right. Okay, so, face off the
it's
moon.
not echoing. As soon as Ollie comes on, it's echoing. Dave Wolf's just come into the green room as well.
Oh. Well, we better let him in, I suppose. In fact, you know what we better do?
So, I was going to...
Hold that thought, Glenn. David.
Yep, sorry about that. I just got a phone call.
That's all right. Have you got a show tonight?
Yeah, we do.
Good. So what's going on then? What's going on?
Where's your show?
What's going on? Where is it?
It's on the British Hive Mind on YouTube.
Right.
I struggled with it on Facebook last night, and I've not been able to solve the problem.
Okay, I noticed that. Yeah, you had some sound issues, didn't you? You could be heard, but not your caller.
Me. Or the other way around. Yeah.
Or was it the other way around? Okay. Well, so you're going to be out on YouTube, and people can get to that. Well, I don't know what the address is. If you want to put it in the comments, put it in the comments, please. An easy address is
/hive.
That's right. guv.li/hive, HIVE, for that. And what are you going to start in about half an hour?
Yeah, about half an hour or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Anything in particular to talk about tonight?
Might be going into Q a bit. We might be going into this video.
The video, yeah. I think you should.
Yeah,
I think that's
news.
Absolutely what you should be talking about, and I might listen to that. That sounds interesting. I hope that Barbara sent it to me. Barbara, bless you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Lynn Scott's here too. Lynn, how are you? Hey, pop up. I'm about to finish. Yeah.
Can I just pop in?
Ollie,
Can I pop in quickly about the CCTV?
Yes, please do. Please do, Glenn.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Carl. Oh, blimey, everybody.
I've just put it in. I've just put it in the Discord chat.
Oh, good. Thanks, Barbara. Thank you. Oh, yes. Yeah, good. Thank you. Right. Yes, Glenn, please. CCTV. Tell us what the bloody hell it was. Yeah, please.
Yeah, so the CCTV was on a Instagram page that had been shut down for about 2 years of this woman or girl called Rachel Chandler, who's connected to Epstein, Bill Clinton, Eminem, and various other people.
Clooney's.
Snowden had the account opened. That's not 100%, but it's what's been decoded. And then when someone was on it, it got closed down. But Q dropped a message saying, "We got what we needed." So it was open so they could get some information. And then all of us Chans and Anons went on there and started screenshotting all the pictures and stuff like that. And it's all connected with this Epstein and Clinton stuff. She was 14 when she was on Lolita Express.
When she was on his jet.
Yeah, when she was on Epstein's jet with Bill Clinton. And I've got that picture. I've got the picture of the CCTV as well.
The government can't pretend that it won the last general election.
Sorry about that. Can you send me that as well, please, Glenn?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait until I get on my laptop. It's on my laptop.
Send me what you've got. I appreciate that. Maybe we can carry on discussing this a bit tomorrow. What do you reckon?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
David, looking forward to your show, mate. We'll check that out in about half an hour time, yeah?
Yeah, brilliant. I was just saying everything up by then.
All right, mate. Okay. Well, you know what? I think... Oh, hold on. Sorry. Go on. Yes.
I wanted to cover what
Carl.
David was pointed on before about the Facebook.
Yeah. Yes.
There's one Lynn's post today, or Loop is, but did you know that Mark Zuckerberg, real name is Jacob Greenberg, and he is the grandson of David Rockefeller?
Can I just touch on that?
Before.
2 seconds, Carl. It's not true that Greenberg is not actually true. It's been looked into. The person who is this Jacob Greenberg was arrested when he was younger for possession of cannabis. And the photos have been looked at and they don't look very alike at all. But you are right. Zuckerberg is Rockefeller's nephew or something like that.
It's first owned 10% of Facebook. It's Rothschilds who actually own 10% of it.
Now you're breaking up. You're breaking up, Carl. Am I being a bit mean? Am I being a bit mean? I thought this week, you might have noticed, I've kind of limited the shows to about 90 minutes, a little bit. It may be a wee bit short, but it's just because I had a few other things going on as well. And so I hope people don't think I'm being too mean by wrapping up the show a little bit earlier than I have been this week. But also it's a bit of to be honest with you, it's a little bit of a test as well. Because, there is this thing where the idea of leaving them wanting more. But I think you probably think I'm being mean, don't you, Carl Stephen?
You work hard, mate. Well done.
Yeah. Listen, Barbara Sherritt, thank you very, very much. I'm really, really grateful that we actually got to speak tonight. Because I've seen you on Discord a few times. And it's nice to see you here. Thank you. Effectively first-time caller. David Wolf, God bless you, sir. Half an hour, 25 minutes. Get your skates on, mate. Glenn Rocky Teal, Lynn Scott, thank you very much. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for everybody for all of your comments on both YouTube and Facebook. Yeah. Thank you for all of your comments. Fantastic. I tell you, I'm really pleased with this migration over to YouTube, and actually also that I can still go out on Facebook, and that my telephone line seems to be able to handle it. It's quite good. And I'm looking forward to seeing Infinity SN, by the way, when that comes out. I think that's where I'd really like to stream from. But this is it for now. So cool, brilliant. This has been the Daily Brexit. I am Olly Connelly. See you tomorrow at 6, I hope. Please share the show, please. If you can afford a beer or two, bung it over. I tell you, I am a bit brassy. Thank you. One or two folks did chuck us a few quid yesterday, and I am very grateful. Yeah, it's been a bit of a drought for me recently, to be honest with you. And yeah, paypal.me/Brexit. Yeah, God bless you. Right, I'm gonna 6 tomorrow. Blimey. Right. So, yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.